Hey y'all, hey, I know y'all gonna look at me like it's almost midnight. What is this girl doing? But listen, I was sitting in the service tonight and my pastor said something that really stuck out to me, and I'm gonna share it with you all and then give you all my take on it and how I take it. But one thing that was said to me was, after this, I'll have another level of experience with God. And then it made me think about, oh, it's levels to this, okay? Like, it is levels to this thing. Like, this life, many are called, few are chosen. Listen, if everybody could live right, there would be no need for salvation, repentance, all that good jazz. So you got to understand that after whatever it is that you're going through, you'll have a new level of experience, and you have to embrace your levels. You have to take your levels. Whatever your journey is, you got to embrace it. Okay, whatever you're going through, you got to embrace it, and you got to understand and keep in your mind that where you're going, where you are is significant. Okay, and when I thought about that, like, the first thing I thought about was the story of Joseph. Okay, he went from the pit to the palace. Okay, so in his pit experiences, people left him to die. They were like, no, he has too much favor. I don't like it. They left him to die. Then he took him out of the pit, sold him into slavery. And then after they sold him into slavery, God has a way of elevating you in a sense to where, he may take you through some low places so that you can know who to look to, because from the hill comes your help. Okay, God is the rock. He's the rock sitting on the hill, and he's the one that you have to cry to when you're in help. So it amazes me how God takes us through things. But Joseph went from the pit, to slavery, to the prison, and then he went from the prison, and in the prison he had the coat of many colors, okay? And the coat of many colors symbolized a lot of favor and a specific call that God had on your life. So in the prison, he began to interpret things. He began to help people understand. He began to be be a person that was relaying the voice of God, and be an interpreter, and be the liaison between, God and people, and helping people understand what it is that God was trying to say to them. And he was a dream interpreter. So he was in the prison, and he was interpreting dreams so much to the point where the leader at that time, he was having dreams, and he needed someone to understand. And he heard about Joseph. Was like, go get him. So he get out of prison. He's in the palace. He's doing these works. He's doing these different things. Okay, so the people that left him for dead and thought, oh, we got rid of him when we sold him into slavery, and he went to prison, and this, that, and the third, didn't know that all of it was a part of his divine assignment. Okay. So you got to understand that the people that are trying to talk down about you, that are trying to bash your name, that are trying to destroy whatever it is, that God has placed on your life, know that they have no power, because once God said it, it's going to be done, because he said his word shall not return back to him void. Okay, and the whole time Joseph was going through his different levels, because there is levels to this now. It's levels. When he was going through his levels, whether they be good or whether they be bad, he never forgot the favor and the promise that God had placed on his life, and he always remained humble through whatever it is that he went through. Okay, he never forgot. He never stopped serving. He never stopped believing, even though he was going through all these different things. Okay, so you got to understand, it's levels. So when he gets to the palace, when he gets to the palace, okay, God manifested himself to pretty much when he became the ruler, and the same people that wanted to toss him away, because of his favor that was on his life, came back and needed him later. So you have to trust your journey, because God said he will make your enemies your footstools. Okay, so the same people that are dogging you, the same people that are trying to throw you out to the wolves, sometimes it's going to be family. In Joseph's case, it was his family. The same people that are trying to dog you out and throw you out to dry, God said he's going to make the enemies your footstools. He's going to prepare a table for you in front of your enemies. So you got to understand that everywhere you're going, it has a purpose. Every level has a purpose, whether it be good or whether it be bad. But you have to remember, keep in your mind where you're going, okay? Because if you forget where you're going, that is when you're in trouble. Okay, because you have to know that the promise is always going to stand. Okay, and doors that God opens, no man can shut, and vice versa. Okay, so you have to keep that in your mind, and I promise you, if you keep that in your mind, you will look at things so much different. Okay, pray for a renewed mind. Okay, so that your thoughts are his thoughts and your ways are his ways, so that whenever you do go to new levels, where there are levels that you understand and you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Because Joseph didn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm He didn't do anything wrong but have favor. And how many of us are like that? We just have favor, and all of a sudden, people don't like you. People for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And that was Joseph. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, you don't always have to do something wrong for, you to go through different levels in your life. And whenever you go through different levels of your life, understand that you're going to have a new level of experience with God. And the more you learn Him, the more you trust Him, the more He will elevate you and the further that He will take you. Okay, so I challenge you all, understand it's levels to this. Share this video, okay? I don't even care if you like it. Share it. Somebody needs to know it's levels to this, and they need to not quit, okay? Y'all have a great night. I'm going to sleep now, and I think, but y'all have a great night, and don't forget to pray, okay? Say your prayers today. Millennials pray too, okay? All right, y'all have a great night.